Welcome to Motivation for Success, the channel where freedom, growth, and empowerment take center stage. Today, we're diving into a bold truth that challenges societal norms: the immense value of living alone. Inspired by the wisdom of Denzel Washington, this video reveals why choosing solitude isn't just a lifestyle, it's a declaration of independence, a step toward personal mastery, and an act of self-respect. Living alone isn't about isolation. It's about creating a space where you can thrive, explore, and discover your true self. It's about breaking free from compromises, rediscovering your voice, and living life unapologetically. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. Everywhere you turn, society bombards you with the same tired message: find your soulmate, don't be alone, you need someone to complete you. It's an endless loop of expectations, hammering home the notion that your value depends on someone else being in your life. But let's pause for a moment. Let's challenge this narrative. The truth is, you are already enough. You are already whole. As Denzel Washington wisely said, you can't live in the shadow of someone else's dreams. Live your truth. His words cut through the noise, offering a powerful reminder that solitude isn't isolation, it's freedom. It's a declaration of independence and an unapologetic embrace of your individuality. Living alone is about reclaiming your truth and rediscovering your identity. It's about peeling back the layers of societal pressure to realize that you don't need anyone else to validate your existence or choices. Solitude gives you the space to reconnect with what matters most: your passions, your values, and your authentic self. It's an opportunity to tune out the opinions of others and listen to your own voice, unfiltered and unashamed. Take a moment to reflect on your life. How many of your decisions, big or small, have been shaped by someone else? Think about what you wear, where you live, what you eat, and how you spend your free time. These choices, though they may seem insignificant, are often dictated by the expectations of others, sometimes without you even realizing it. Living alone is an act of rebellion against these invisible chains. It's a bold statement that says, I refuse to conform to a life that isn't mine. When you live alone, every decision becomes a reflection of your own desires. Imagine waking up in a space that's entirely yours. A world of possibilities stretches before you, where every choice, no matter how small, belongs solely to you. Want to rearrange your furniture at midnight just because it feels right? Go ahead. Craving breakfast for dinner? There's no one to question you. This freedom isn't just refreshing, it's life-changing. It allows you to create a life that aligns with your values and passions. Living alone doesn't just free you from external expectations, it transforms your perspective. It empowers you to take ownership of your life, to make choices that serve your happiness and growth. It's about stepping into your own power and realizing that the only person who can truly complete you is yourself. Solitude, when embraced, becomes a sanctuary for self-discovery, growth, and authenticity. It's not just about being alone, it's about finally being yourself. Living alone isn't about rejecting relationships or avoiding meaningful connections, it's about putting yourself first. It's about understanding that you are the foundation upon which every other relationship in your life is built. When you prioritize yourself, you create a life that reflects your truth, your values, and your dreams. And in doing so, you discover a kind of freedom that's unmatched. Independence doesn't come from seeking external validation or relying on others for fulfillment. True independence begins the moment you turn inward and recognize that everything you need is already within you. That, my friend, is the beauty of living alone. Living alone isn't about isolation, it's about invitation, an invitation to reconnect with yourself on the deepest level. It's a chance to strip away the layers of external expectations, societal pressures, and distractions to uncover who you truly are. As Denzel Washington profoundly said, you pray for rain, you've got to deal with the mud too. That's a part of it. These words capture the essence of living alone. Growth doesn't come easily or without challenges, but it's in facing those challenges that transformation begins. When you choose to live alone, you embark on a journey of self-discovery. It's not just a change in your living arrangement, it's a shift in perspective. Solitude forces you to confront your fears, embrace your strengths, and build resilience. It's in these quiet moments, without the noise of others, that you begin to see yourself clearly. Living alone gives you the space to grow stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. This isn't just about creating physical space, it's about cultivating emotional and mental space. Living alone offers the freedom to explore your passions, reflect on your goals, and create a life that's authentically yours. You're not bound by anyone else's preferences or expectations. Instead, you have the power to design your environment, set your routines, and make decisions that align with your needs and desires. Living alone is a transformative experience that pushes you to grow in ways you never imagined. It teaches you to rely on yourself, to trust your instincts, and to embrace your individuality without compromise. It's not just about having a place of your own, it's about claiming your place in the world. When you prioritize yourself and own your truth, you unlock a sense of empowerment and freedom that serves as the foundation for everything else in your life. In the absence of a partner's preferences, habits, or opinions, your own voice begins to shine with clarity and purpose. What do you truly want? What fuels your passion? What brings you joy? These questions may feel daunting, especially if they've been overshadowed by the noise of others' needs and expectations for years. But within these questions lies something powerful, the essence of true independence. Solitude gives you the space and clarity to answer them authentically, not through compromise or outside influence, but through an honest connection with yourself. Living alone is a masterclass in self-reliance. You quickly come to understand that you are your own most valuable resource. That leaky faucet, you figure out how to fix it. That unexpected hurdle, you face it head-on and solve it. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to grow, proving to yourself time and again that you are fully capable of navigating the complexities of life. These moments of self-sufficiency aren't just practical, they're deeply empowering. Each small victory, whether it's assembling furniture, managing your budget, or handling an emergency, reinforces your inner strength. You learn that resilience isn't something you borrow from others, it's something you build within yourself, one challenge at a time. Solitude strips away the distractions and external dependencies that often mask your capabilities. It forces you to step up, to take ownership of your life, and to trust in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Over time, this builds a sense of confidence that no one else can give you. It's not about simply surviving on your own, it's about thriving, about using the freedom and space solitude provides to become the strongest, most authentic version of yourself. In living alone, you rediscover the joy of self-reliance, the pride of meeting your own needs, and the strength of standing tall in your independence. You come to realize that the person who is best equipped to shape your life, overcome your challenges, and achieve your dreams is the one staring back at you in the mirror. That is the true power of solitude. It doesn't just reveal who you are, it shows you who you can become. Resilience and confidence naturally blossom in the quiet power of solitude. Every challenge you face, every problem you solve, becomes a testament to your strength and capability. Living alone offers you the unique freedom to fail without fear of judgment, to learn from those failures, and to grow in ways that might not be possible in the presence of others. Each success, no matter how small, reinforces the understanding that you are enough, that your strength comes from within and that your worth isn't defined by anyone else. Solitude provides a safe space for self-discovery and self-mastery. Without the external pressures of accommodating someone else's needs or expectations, you're free to explore your potential at your own pace. You realize that your resilience doesn't come from leaning on others but from standing tall on your own. The act of managing your life independently, whether it's solving a logistical issue, creating a new routine, or overcoming a personal setback, builds an unshakable confidence that you carry into every aspect of your life. This process of growth is profoundly empowering. It reminds you that failure isn't an endpoint, it's a stepping stone. Living alone allows you to embrace these moments of trial and error, not as signs of weakness but as opportunities to uncover your true potential. Over time, you begin to see challenges not as barriers, but as invitations to rise higher, push further, and redefine what you're capable of achieving. In solitude, you reclaim your narrative. You find the freedom to embrace the person you truly are, unfiltered and unburdened by the expectations of others. This journey is a series of intentional choices, one decision, one success, one discovery at a time. With each step, you move closer to the life you've always wanted, a life that reflects your values, your dreams, and your unique identity. Living alone isn't just about independence, it's about empowerment. It's about proving to yourself, again and again, that you have everything you need to create a life of fulfillment and purpose, entirely on your terms. Living alone is the ultimate act of self-expression, a bold declaration of who you are, completely unfiltered and unapologetically authentic. It's not just about having your own space, it's about creating an environment that mirrors your identity, your passions, and your aspirations. Every corner, every decision, becomes a reflection of your values and dreams. Your home transforms into more than just a place to live, it becomes a sanctuary where your creativity thrives and your individuality shines. Imagine this: you want to turn your living room into an art studio, filling it with canvases, brushes, and vibrant colors that spark your imagination. There's no one to say no or suggest otherwise. You feel like cranking up your favorite playlist at 10 p.m., dancing freely without a care in the world. No one's there to complain or ask you to turn it down. This freedom is not just exhilarating, it's empowering. It's about designing a life that celebrates your choices and allows your true self to flourish. Denzel Washington once said, "Don't aspire to make a living, aspire to make a difference." That difference begins with living authentically and building a life that reflects who you are at your core. When you live alone, every choice you make reinforces your individuality. The art you hang on the walls, the books you stack on your shelves, the way you arrange your furniture, all of it tells your story. There's no need to compromise or accommodate anyone else's tastes or preferences. Living alone isn't about isolating yourself, it's about stepping fully into your own life. It's about creating a world that aligns with your passions and fuels your growth. When your surroundings reflect your personality and values, they inspire you to dream bigger, think clearer, and live with purpose. You're not just building a home, you're creating a space that empowers you to aspire, achieve, and make your unique mark on the world. This is the beauty of living alone, the freedom to live on your terms. To explore your creativity without limits, and to craft a life that is unmistakably yours. It's not just a lifestyle, it's an opportunity to express who you are in the most authentic and meaningful way possible. Every facet of living alone becomes a celebration of your individuality. Even the smallest, seemingly mundane choices, like deciding what to watch on TV, experimenting with a new recipe for dinner, or choosing how to spend a quiet evening, become profound acts of self-expression. These decisions, once subject to negotiation or compromise, are now entirely your own. They reflect your preferences, your tastes, and your desires, free from the influence of another person's expectations. Without the need to adjust your choices to suit someone else, living alone reinforces your autonomy. Each decision, no matter how small, is a reminder of your freedom to shape your life exactly as you envision it. It's a subtle yet powerful affirmation that your happiness, comfort, and fulfillment are in your own hands. The independence you cultivate in these moments builds a foundation of confidence and self-awareness that permeates every area of your life. While relationships are undeniably meaningful, they often come with trade-offs that can blur the lines of your identity. Compromise, though necessary in partnerships, can sometimes dilute your sense of self. Over time, you might find yourself making choices that prioritize someone else's needs or preferences over your own. But when you're living alone, those compromises fade away, and the clarity of your individuality shines through. The boundaries of who you are become sharper, and your understanding of yourself deepens in ways you might not have thought possible. Living alone provides the space to reconnect with your true self. It's an opportunity to explore what makes you tick, what brings you joy, and what truly fulfills you, without interference or the need to adapt to someone else's rhythm. The decisions you make aren't just about day-to-day living, they're expressions of your values and passions. They tell the story of who you are and who you're becoming. In this freedom, you discover the beauty of living authentically. Your identity is no longer a negotiation, it's a declaration. Living alone empowers you to embrace your individuality unapologetically, to revel in the choices that make you unique, and to build a life that reflects the very essence of who you are. It's not just about independence, it's about the joy of truly knowing yourself. This freedom goes beyond lifestyle choices, it extends to your finances as well. Every dollar you earn is entirely under your control. You set your savings goals, decide on your investments, and prioritize your spending based on your own values and aspirations. There's no need to compromise on purchases or align with someone else's financial habits. It's not just about having money to spend, it's about financial empowerment. Living alone puts you in the driver's seat of your life, allowing you to navigate your path without interference. It's a powerful reminder that you're capable of not only surviving but thriving on your own terms. The freedom to live boldly, create endlessly, and manage responsibly isn't just a privilege, it's a responsibility you take on with pride. Every choice you make as someone who lives alone isn't just about living, it's about truly living as your authentic self. Denzel Washington often says, "Fall forward." Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. These words resonate deeply with the experience of living alone, a lifestyle that offers the perfect environment for experimentation and growth. In solitude, you have the freedom to take risks, embrace failure without fear of judgment, and learn from every setback. Living alone isn't just about existing independently, it's about thriving in the space you create for yourself. When you live alone, every challenge becomes an opportunity to develop valuable life skills. Cooking a meal from scratch, managing your budget, fixing a leaky faucet, or organizing your home may seem like ordinary tasks, but they are so much more. These actions teach independence, responsibility, and resilience. They remind you that you're not merely surviving, you're mastering the art of living. Each skill you acquire reinforces your ability to navigate life's complexities with confidence and capability. Your home, free from the influences or preferences of others, becomes your sanctuary, a place of true self-expression and reflection. Every item, every corner, tells a part of your story. Whether it's a cozy reading nook, a wall adorned with your favorite art, or a desk set up for your passion project, your home is a physical manifestation of who you are and what you value. It's a space where you can think with clarity, dream with boldness, and grow without apology. This sense of ownership, over both your physical space and your life, is one of the greatest rewards of living alone. You make the decisions, set the rules, and determine the direction of your journey. In a world full of compromises and distractions, your home becomes a retreat where you can focus on your goals and nurture your aspirations. Living alone is not just a lifestyle, it's a statement that you value your growth, your independence, and your right to live unapologetically as your truest self. In this space, you're not just creating a life, you're building a legacy. Overcoming loneliness, the myth versus reality. One of the most common misconceptions about living alone is that it leads to loneliness. Many people fear solitude, equating it with isolation and sadness. But as Denzel Washington wisely said, don't confuse movement with progress. You can run in place and not get anywhere. Loneliness doesn't disappear just because you're in a relationship. In fact, some of the most profound loneliness can occur when you're with someone who doesn't truly understand or connect with you. Living alone challenges this myth by offering a different perspective. It teaches you that solitude isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's in the quiet moments that you start to truly know yourself. You learn to enjoy your own company, to find peace in the stillness, and to create a life that is entirely your own. Friday nights spent alone aren't empty, they're opportunities. Opportunities to reflect on your goals, immerse yourself in creativity, or simply unwind without distraction. Quiet mornings become a gift, moments of serenity where you can set the tone for your day without compromise or interruption. Solitude is not a void, it's a sanctuary. It's a space where you can explore who you are and what truly fulfills you. Without the noise of external expectations or the demands of a partner's presence, you're free to ask yourself meaningful questions. What do I love? What am I capable of? What kind of life do I want to create? The answers to these questions hold the keys to your independence and self-discovery. Living alone allows you to build a life rooted in your own values and passions. It helps you find joy in your own rhythm, to savor the silence, and to celebrate the simple moments that make life meaningful. Solitude becomes a treasure, a chance to grow, to recharge, and to strengthen your sense of self. It's not something to avoid, it's something to cherish. Because in solitude, you don't just discover yourself, you learn to love the person you are. Designing your life of independence. When you live alone, you become the author of your life story, writing each chapter exactly as you envision it. Your time, energy, and focus are entirely yours to direct. There's no need to adjust your plans to accommodate someone else's preferences or schedule. Want to dive into a project late into the night? You can, without anyone waiting impatiently. Feel like packing up and moving across the country for a new opportunity? There's no negotiation required. Independence means you have the freedom to make bold choices, to seize opportunities, and to shape your life without compromise. This independence extends far beyond your professional life, it influences every aspect of how you live. Your health and fitness routines are crafted entirely around your needs and goals. You control your meal plans, your workouts, and even your sleep schedule. No one else's bad habits or preferences can derail the healthy lifestyle you choose to cultivate. This autonomy allows you to live with intention, aligning every decision with your personal values and aspirations. Even the way you celebrate life takes on a new meaning when you live alone. Holidays, milestones, and traditions become deeply personal. You create rituals that resonate with you, celebrating in ways that bring you joy and fulfillment. Whether it's cooking your favorite meal for a quiet Thanksgiving, decorating your home exactly how you like it, or turning New Year's Eve into a solo night of reflection and goal setting, the choices are yours to make. Living alone isn't about rejecting relationships or isolating yourself from others, it's about embracing yourself. It's about prioritizing your own happiness, giving yourself space to grow, and recognizing that your time and energy are precious resources. This freedom doesn't just liberate you, it empowers you to live authentically, boldly, and with purpose. Every decision you make as someone who lives alone reinforces your individuality and reminds you that you are fully capable of creating a life that is meaningful and entirely your own. The decision to live alone goes beyond being a lifestyle choice, it's a bold declaration. It's saying to yourself and the world, I am enough. I am capable. I am strong. It's an act of self-empowerment that allows you to build a life rooted in your dreams, shaped by your values, and aligned with your true worth. As Denzel Washington wisely put it, you'll never be criticized by someone doing more than you. You'll always be criticized by someone doing less. Remember that. These words remind us that choosing independence isn't about seeking approval from others, it's about living for yourself and your vision. Living alone is an opportunity to reclaim your time, your space, and your peace. It's a chance to prioritize what truly matters to you without compromise or distraction. In this space of independence, you're free to design a life that reflects who you are and what you stand for. Every decision becomes an expression of your individuality, and every step you take brings you closer to your authentic self. So, what's stopping you? The journey to living alone isn't always simple, there will be challenges to face, moments of uncertainty, and opportunities to grow. But every step is worth it. With every choice you make for yourself, you'll find new strength, confidence, and clarity. You'll discover the freedom to live unapologetically, on your terms, and in alignment with your goals. Take the leap. Embrace the independence that comes with living alone and begin creating a life that is entirely your own. The world is waiting for you to show up fully as yourself, strong, capable, and unshaken by others' opinions. Remember, this is your story to write, and the best chapters are still ahead. Start now. The rewards of this journey are not just worth it, they're life-changing. Thank you for being with us today on Motivation for Success. Choosing to live alone isn't just about where you live, it's about the life you choose to create, one filled with freedom, personal growth, and a deeper understanding of yourself. In our next video, we'll continue to bring you the tools and inspiration to thrive on your journey toward greatness. Until then, embrace your independence, pursue your passions without hesitation, and always remember your worth. This is your life, live it with courage, purpose, and authenticity. We'll see you next time.